If someone would have told me I was going to be this successful at doing Airbnb, I would have started a long time ago. I started my Airbnb business almost 2 years ago. And within that 2 years, I became a super host. It was so easy. And now I see all of these so-called gurus out there or these trainers out there having all these courses out there, and they're just overcharging people for something that's very simple to start. If I can do it, I feel that you ladies, you gentlemen, anyone can start an Airbnb business also while working their full-time or part-time job. I would say get started today. I've created Airbnb Basics to Brilliance guide for less than the cost of going out to dinner with your significant other or your friends. You can get started today. And in the Basics to Brilliance guide, it's step by step, starting with the legal part of it, and then, how to go out and find your properties. As far as I do rental arbitrage, which is I go up and find rental properties, and I do corporate leasing. So I talk about that in detail in there. And then I also talk about how to list your property and so much more for under $30. You can't beat that, right? So if you're on the edge and you're thinking about it, and you've been thinking about it probably for a couple years, because that was me, and you haven't, stepped out in faith and started your business, then I say do it. Sometimes you have to do it afraid, but just trust that God is gonna, take those steps back towards your way. But at least there's somebody out there like you. That was me, which I'm like you. And I was afraid to do it, but I knew if I didn't step out in faith that I wouldn't be where I'm at today. And today, 2024, almost 6 months in, my Airbnb, just one rental property, is booked all the way through October. And I make almost an additional $1,000 a month off of one property. So if you can, just get one property, and mine is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and most of the time I get people from out of town, your property will be very inviting and people will always want to come back. And you know what? It's not always about people coming back also. It's becoming that super host, because when you become a super host, your property gets seen first on Airbnb. So if you're on the verge and you're afraid to do it, I say do it. I've been doing it only for almost 2 years, and I am still a super host. And I make that additional $1,000+ a month on my one property. Get started today. The link is in the description, or you can click on my link tree in on my bio. Talk to you in the next video. I'll talk to you a little bit more about it in the next one.